beautiful evening and a familiar face leading the opponents in tonight as the Timbers play their penultimate match this year in front of the home fans against DC United. The lineup's brought to you by Tire Factory. For the Portland Timbers, just one change this evening. Dike comes back into the starting lineup. Pontius, the team's leading scorer, moves up to the forward line. Dwayne De Rosario, reigning league MVP, out for the year. Seattle not winning would help their cause make things slightly easier next week in Seattle. Michael Kennedy, in charge of his 151st MLS game, gets us underway. Timbers in the first choice, green, white, and green. DC in the alternate whites for the Timbers, trying to end 4 games without a win. Held in by Korb. Kumar gets his head on it. And now can Zizo get the Jets going. Being tracked by Perry Kitchen. Kitchen doing just enough. If the Timbers can go quick, Dike's behind the defense. He's onside on the throw on the first time shot that was well wide.
Well, good idea, not quite the execution. Knew he had to take it early, Dike. Had defenders bearing down on him. You'll see it's a quick throw. Zizo does ever so well because as soon as he gets the ball, he recognises the opportunity. Zizo knows he has, Dike knows, sorry, he has to hit it early, but doesn't get the contact that he would like on the ball.
Songo now, wanting Zizo to make the run. Zizo splits the double team. Zizo fires it in front, almost an own goal. McDonald hit that backward, and Hamid once again called into action.
Well, again, it's really good reactions. Typical Zizo situation. Tight defenders around him, looks like he's got nowhere to go, wriggles himself free and delivers into the box. Until he comes off a DC defender, I think. It's good reactions from the keeper. Look at the position of Frank Songo and Zizo, almost like secondary fullbacks.
Dangerous back pass. Dike's going to get there first. Dike just pulls it wide.
Well, it has to go down as a chance. And that's when I talk about that little bit of what I call technical polish, that little bit of understanding, just making sure you get a good contact on the ball and that you hit the target, that you make the goalkeeper work. Just pulls it wide, Dike. He's a young man who's still learning his trade, but those are the important things in those situations, that you hit the goal.
Allen with Nahar. Kennedy, that would have gone out for a Timbers throw, I think. So Songo flying in. That falls for Dike, or for Nagbe off the referee. Hamid punches it away. Has to get back to it. Linesman says he got there in time. That was a bizarre sequence.
And the goalkeeper gets lucky. Can't help thinking that the referee's almost a little bit too close to the play at time, getting caught up with passes and ball knocked off him. Well, this time it was to Timbers' benefit.
Fans howling at the replay.
Whether the ball swerves or not, I mean, he goes, tries to push it away, gets really lucky because it's heading towards his goal, and well, just gets there and grabs it before it goes over the line.
Controlling that ball. Ronnie Wallace, who has a key World Cup qualifier coming up in 2 weeks' time with Costa Rica. De Leon now, after quickly taken free kick, fires on frame, and Bendick having to play safe there. Paws it wide for DC's 5th corner kick of the night.
And just dropped off there. The Timbers weren't quite alive to the quick free kick.
Quickly back in, and Kitchen unmarked. An opportunity to get the cross in again. Footy is there. Held in and fired nowhere near goal by De Leon.
He's given a handball, you know. He's given a handball against one of the Timbers players.
He's pointed to the spot. He's pointed for a penalty kick for DC United.
He's gone for a handball as the ball was played in.
Craig Lowry,
this
the
is what
linesman on that side.
The ball comes out late. You'll see that Horst is on his way out. As it's delivered in by Kitchen, you'll see it flicks off the arm of Horst. You'll see just a slight deflection on the ball. Doesn't particularly change its direction. Kitchen, in fairness to Kitchen, he does appeal straight away.
Yellow card shown to apparently Footy for arguing that. Chris Pontius to take just the 2nd penalty attempt for DC this year. Joe Bendick for Portland. And for a 2nd consecutive year, it's Chris Pontius scoring at Gilwen Field. And DC's taken a 1-0 lead just before the hour mark.
And in fairness to DC United's best player, he never looked as though he was going to miss that, always looked confident. That's a huge call by the linesman on this near side. And it comes against a team, John, who've yet to get a penalty kick, the Timbers, this year, and you just feel that this one's really harsh, but confidence by Pontius, the way he takes it. Only one thought, to get good power behind the ball, make sure he hits the target, and DC United find themselves one up.
Kamara looking to switch, not going to find Smith, although it will off the head of Nahar. Now Nagbe, Wallace making a big run in the center. Smith, an opportunity to cross, knocked down by Nahar. Howells, Dike fires, scores!
And that is the reaction that the Timbers have been looking for. That's the kind of answer to the questions that this team is starting to believe in itself. Bright Dike from an acute angle is in the right place at the right time, and he does nothing more than put his foot behind the ball. You'll see as it's played in, he gets himself around the ball, and all he does is thump it past the mid. It's gone past the goalkeeper before he can react. And Dike, well, keeps that run going.
Fourth goal of the year in just 9 appearances.
And he's finding a yard of space in that box.
Fans coming to their feet here at Gelwen Field. Jack Jewsbury plays in the corner kick towards Footy. Right on the doorstep with Songo, but he put it high.
Oh, there was a chance in there, you know. There was a real chance in there, because when Footy heads it down, I think it's Frank Songo who, well, is maybe 3 yards from goal. Great header from Footy, because he just keeps the ball alive. And then Songo's on the stretch, but with his ability and his technique, it has to go down as a half chance, and his hands go to his head.
Footy plays it long. Not going to find a green shirt. It will find Frank Songo on the knockdown, who pulls it wide.
Well, let me tell you, read that situation brilliantly, Frank Songo. Stood away from the two defenders, knew that they were going to head it down into the space, waited for the ball, and then when you expect him to use that great technique that he has.
Referee Michael Kennedy looks at his watch, looks at it again, blows for full time. Well, the Timbers, for the 5th time this year, avoid defeat when conceding the first goal. It's not going to be entirely satisfactory, both because they weren't able to punch home for a win they really wanted,